Chapter 1. The Breath and the Wind. Threshold. The Breath of Wisdom. Before the world was shaped, the Word breathed, not to be understood, but to awaken what was asleep. In this breath, wisdom is born again, invisible yet present in every sound, every silence, every heart that listens. The pause. Before you begin, feel your breath. Not the one you take, but the one that takes you. Wisdom is not a thought to grasp, but a presence that breathes you into being. All is vapor, said the teacher, a chasing after the wind. Ecclesiastes 1:2-14. There was a man who watched the sun rise and fall until he could no longer tell one day from the next. He measured everything by what could be seen, counted everything that could be named, and found nothing that could be held. He called this wisdom. And he was not wrong. He had seen what most never dare to face, that everything under the sun eventually slips through our hands. For a long time, I thought he was describing despair. But maybe he was describing the doorway. Maybe futility is not the absence of God, but the place where false gods finally fail. Solomon spoke of wind. Jesus spoke to the wind. He told it to be still, and then he breathed on his friends and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit." The same word, ruach, pneuma, means both wind and spirit. The teacher felt it on his face and called it mystery. Jesus carried it in his lungs and called it life. Everything is vapor, but the Word became vapor and breathed himself into our dust, became touchable. The invisible took on weight. The unreachable became touchable. The wind that Solomon chased now moves within the chest of every living soul. To live under the sun is to chase meaning. To live in the sun is to be caught by meaning. I used to think wisdom was knowing. Now I think wisdom is being known. Knowledge tries to capture light. Wisdom learns to be illuminated. Knowledge builds towers toward heaven. Wisdom kneels and finds heaven already here. The wind never stops moving. We can hear its voice, but cannot predict its path. So it is, Jesus said, with everyone born of the Spirit, born not of striving, but of breath, born not from will, but from gift. This is the beginning of all true wisdom, to breathe and know that every breath is borrowed, to open your hands and let what was never yours return to the air, to feel the futility of control and discover that the space it leaves behind is large enough for God. Solomon ended his words with sighs. Christ began his with breath. Beneath the sigh and the breath, the old world ends and the new one begins. Under the sun, beyond the sun, clarification. Under the sun. We strive to understand the mystery of breath, as though meaning could be caught and stored. We name the wind, measure its speed, and forget that its motion is our own. We fear the unseen because we cannot master it. We hold our breath and call the stillness control. Beyond the sun, the wind we chase is the spirit that chases us. Every inhale is borrowed grace. Every exhale, a quiet surrender to love. Wisdom is not a thought we find. It is the presence that finds us breathing. In losing control, we discover communion. Echo. You stop trying to catch the wind and realize it has been breathing you all along.